the Tuesday night 2-meter net for the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net meets on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on this frequency of 146.970 with a PL tone of 162.2. My name is Greg and my call sign is KF0LZX. While this is not an emergency net, if anyone at any time has emergency traffic, please call break. Does anyone have any emergency traffic? Please call now. Hearing none, I'll move on to the announcements. I'll be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net. Anyone who wishes can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. This meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at the Happy House will be Saturday, June 10th. Saturday breakfast with the OARS Club for June will be at 7:30 a.m. at Angus Branch in Monette. More to follow. The OARS Club now has 3 regular nets. The D-Star net on Monday at 8 p.m. on 444.150. The 2-meter net Tuesday at 7 p.m. on 146.970. And the Simplex net every other Thursday at 8 p.m. on 146.460. The next Simplex net will be this Thursday, June 1st. The SMARC Hamfest is coming up this weekend, Saturday, June 3rd, from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. at the Salvation Army at the corner of Chestnut and Kansas Expressway in Springfield, Missouri. For more information, go to the smarc.org website. Saturday and Sunday, June 24th and 25th, we will be meeting at Campbell Point near Shell Knob for field day and a POTA activation. Some of us will be camping in the campground, and Wes had reserved an extra campsite to set up shade canopies for radio operations. Everyone is welcome, but we are limited on parking, so Marvin has volunteered to run the shuttle service to the main parking area. We will be operating under the special event call W0R. This net is now being streamed on 59 Radio YouTube channel, so if you'd like to see how you sound on the radio or miss part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. Okay, we'll take short-term or mobile check-ins if anybody has them.
Whiskey Echo 0 Victor WE0V Elaine in Northeast Joplin. Short time, no further traffic. Thank you.
Hey, if you would, could you please repeat that? I missed part of it.
It's Whiskey Echo 0 Victor WE0V Elaine in Northeast Joplin. And I have no further traffic. Thanks for doing the net.
All right, thank you very much.
November 0, Mike Lima Papa. Marvin at Stockton Dam.
KA0RM, Kilo Alpha 0, Romeo Mike, Bob and Aurora.
KF0HHH, Stockton Dam, Kathy.
Hang on just a second if you would, guys. I'm getting behind. Okay, I got Bob in there. Marvin, what was yours again?
November 0, Mike Lima Papa.
Okay, I've got Marvin and I've got Bob. And who was the next one, please?
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Hotel 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 KF0HHH Kathy.
Thank you, Kathy. I appreciate it. Any other mobile or short-time check-ins?
KF0HHD Marjorie at Stockton Lake.
Was that KF0HHC?
Greg, it was D Delta on the end of Marjorie's.
Was that FF0HHD?
Kilo Fox 0 Hotel Hotel Delta. There, Greg.
Okay, that's what I've got. All right, Marvin, let's start with you.
Roger that. I hope everybody out there is doing good tonight. Kind of cloudy around here. It keeps looking like it's going to rain, and then it sort of clears up. But had to run into Stockton to take care of a few things, so we ended up being up here at net time. But sitting here staring out at a beautiful lake right here at the dam. So other than that, I don't got much. Just wanting to get in for the numbers and say hey to you and everybody else out there listening. Hope everybody's having a good evening. We'll say 73s and send it back to you, Greg. Appreciate you doing the net, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you, Marvin, and thanks everybody for being patient. I appreciate it. Move down to KA0RM, Bob out of Aurora.
Kilo Alpha 0 Romeo Mike. Hello, everybody. We had some good tacos over there, Greg. They're about 5 o'clock at Monette. Well, I about worked my tail off today, so I loaded 3 trailers and took a trailer over to Ryder to get done. Probably go to Springfield tomorrow. at least once, maybe twice. But that's about it. Getting ready to go out and water the garden here in a little bit. As soon as I get done saying my piece here, so. And kind of gathering up stuff for the Ham Fest this weekend up there at Springfield there too. So thanks for doing that there, Greg. And you guys up there in Stockton there, hope you're having fun there. Beautiful day. Kilo Alpha Zero, Romeo Mike.
Thank you, Bob. I appreciate it, and good having dinner with you. Move down to Catherine, KF0HHH.
Good afternoon, Greg, and it's Kathy.
My apologies.
You can call her Catherine, I don't care.
Just like Marvin said, I'm sitting out here looking at the lake, and it's a beautiful night. So, Wolf 73, and thanks again for running the net.
All right. Well, thank you very much. I'm glad you got to enjoy a beautiful day, and thanks for your patience. By the time I started getting check-ins, I had a little bit of a calamity, had some stuff falling over here on the desk. So, anyway, I appreciate you checking in.
You can always blame it on Marvin. It's all right. We did.
Blame it on Catherine.
Move down to KF0HHD.
Hi. I'm doing great. Looking at the lake also. Enjoying my family. And a wonderful day. 73, back to you.
Thank you for checking in, and glad you're getting to enjoy the day. Sounds like you guys have it made up there today, and that sounds like the place to be. Any other mobile or short-time check-ins? All right, we'll jump up to Harold, K0SQS out of Monette.
KF0LZX and the rest of the net, K0SQS. Had a enjoyable day this afternoon, was getting ready to jump on the lawnmower and start whacking the weeds, and lo and behold, we had a little thunderstorm pop up. I don't know that it rained any other place other than right at my QTH, but I had 0.62 of an inch of rain this afternoon. Just got drowned out, wasn't able to do any mowing, so have to wait for another day. Enjoyed chatting with you a little earlier today. If you would, enter Whiskey Echo Zero Victor Elaine there in Joplin on your net logger list just for the count. She was the first one of the 4 to check in mobile or short time. Anyway, doing a good job running the net. I can understand the problem that you had at the start with knocking things over. I don't know how you keep track of all of it. Anyway, back to you, Greg. Thanks again for running the net, K0SQS.
Thank you, Harold. And if you would, could you please repeat that call sign one more time?
It was Whiskey Echo Zero Victor, WE0V.
Got it.
Okay, thanks, Greg.
Yeah, I think the rain was pretty much hit and miss. I got absolutely nothing in Monette. Heard some thunder. I know Sean got rained on a couple of times on the way home, and Bob was talking to somebody from Extra earlier on the radio, and I think they got 1.25 inches or a little more. So.
Well, 1.25 inches would have been a ton. Anyway, just hit and miss showers, which is what KY3 called them today. So, 73s, back to you, Greg.
Thank you, Harold. And down to WE0V, Elaine, my apologies for missing you.
You got her, Greg. She was in and out.
I'm not sure she hung around very long. K0SQS.
All right, we will move up to Sean, KE0MAD.
Yep, good evening, Greg, and everybody on the net. Thanks for doing the net, Greg. Not a whole lot going on here, just glad I was able to make it in here to check in. I was about to fall asleep in my chair. So, anyway, thanks for doing the net. What are you using for a radio tonight?
I am still using my ID52.
Well, whatever antenna you're using is really doing a good job, because on reverse, your 5S unit's on reverse. So, on the simplex side of it, I got 5S units on you, so it's doing a really good job for you, and it sounds really good. Anyway, thanks again for doing the net. KF0LZX, K0MAD.
Yeah, I've got a pretty fancy setup. I've got an Edfong 2 meter, 70 centimeter J-pole, 12 foot in the air on the end of my limb pruning saw, stuck through the handle of my lawnmower, and about 8 foot of cable run inside the kitchen window.
Hey, now that is the kind of setup to have in this part of the country. K0MAD.
It's pretty good. I keep 3 6 foot lengths of cable and that thing rolled up in a Ziploc bag in my backpack all the time, just in case.
Well, it's definitely working for you. All right, thanks for doing that. K0MAD.
Yep, and good having lunch with you yesterday. Thank you for taking care of the repeater yesterday, and getting in a pretty good chunk of the POTA activations last weekend at the Nathan and Olive Boom Homestead. I think Wes said we had 75 total and 8 park-to-parks Saturday, so. All right, be KE6GAE, David out of Rogersville.
KF0LZX and the rest of the net. Good evening, this is KE6GAE. Oh, don't have a whole lot for the net tonight, Greg, but appreciate you running the net. Played around an FT8 on 6 meters a little earlier tonight. About 20 minutes, made about 10 contacts. Other than that, don't have a whole lot, so we'll pass it back to net control. Once again, thanks for running the net, Greg. KE6GAE, back to net control.
Thank you, David. And we'll move on down to KB0RHA out of Mount Vernon. Richard.
Hello, everybody in the net. Enjoying some nice weather. Been able to get outside and do a little bit of yard work, cleaning some stuff up. Hopefully, sometime next week, I'll be able to get me a new radio. So, really looking forward to that, having something new to play with. Anyway, that's about all I've got for the net. 7-3s, everyone. KB0RHA.
All right, Richard, thank you very much for checking in. We'll move down to AE0OC, Wes, out of Miller.
Hello, Greg, and everyone on the net. Greg, you're doing a great job. Don't get flustered about it. I'm sure that you will learn everybody's calls and have them memorized a lot quicker than I would. I still mess up some of them, so don't sweat it one bit. You're doing a great job. I do want to say we've got an honorary check-in here on the live stream that I want to tell everybody hello. It's Daryl. It's Kilo November 4, Yankee Echo Mike. If you want, you can put him on the net logger for an extra number because I'm proxying him in. So once again, Kilo November 4, Yankee Echo Mike. All right, thanks a lot. Other than that, I've been working on the school bus, trying to strip stickers off all those reflective strips and everything, so that eventually I'll get where I can paint it. I'm really hoping to have it all done and ready to go for field day, where I can at least have air conditioning and a bed in it. And I think might be getting a little mini fridge and a microwave to go in too on the way down there. That'd be kind of nice. But get some curtains hung up so I can actually sleep without people looking in the windows would be another really good thing. But anyway, it's a work in progress, that's for sure. We'll just have to see how it all goes. But anyway, had a good weekend and sure enjoyed the POTA activations. Good to see you out there. And I'm looking forward to field day. So I'll turn it back over to you and let you move on down and see who else we got. So Alpha Echo Zero, Oscar Charlie, 73, everyone.
Thank you, Wes. Good to hear from you. Glad you're getting some progress made on the school bus. Be looking forward to you getting that up and running and making the event. All right. Do we have any other over-the-air check-ins?
This is Kilo Foxtrot 0 Hotel Oscar Delta KF0HOD. Now a base station, no longer portable in Aurora. And here's Bob. Bravo, Oscar, bravo.
Sounds good, Bob, and you sound good. Got you in the books on the net logger, and no, you sound good. Just crystal clear.
Outstanding. We have little traffic unless anybody else is checking in.
All right. Any other on-air check-ins?
A0 RWD, Kilo 0 Romeo Whiskey Delta, Ron in Cassville.
Rob, could you repeat your call sign one more time, please?
Kilo Whiskey.
Sorry about that. Can you try one more time? Kilo Whiskey, and you dropped out.
Kilo 0 Romeo Whiskey Delta.
Got you that time.
They usually say the second time's a charm anyway.
All right, Ron, how are you doing this evening? And thank you for checking in and being patient.
No problem at all. Well, I'm putting up a flagpole that I've had in the barn for a long time. And we got the concrete 2 days ago, so it's setting up pretty good. And hopefully it'll look really good out there with the flag. I hate them. I had another one, and then the wind got in. It was kind of a cheap one, but I came by this one, so I really think I'm going to enjoy it.
Good deal. I'm glad you're getting it up. I've thought for years, I've got a little flagpole off the front porch. I've thought about putting a nice one out towards the street a little bit, but never have done it. So anyway, good to hear you've got that taken care of and getting to enjoy some of this beautiful weather, and about perfect concrete weather. So thanks for checking in, and good from hearing from you.
How's it? Yeah, you're doing a good job. Looking good. I'll just go ahead and clear K0 RWD.
Any other on-air check-ins?
Kilo 5 Alpha November Whiskey. K5ANW Daryl, Springdale.
Kilo 0 Lima Alpha Foxtrot. K0LAF Charlie in Republic.
Any other on-air check-ins? All right, we'll hop up to Daryl, K5ANW out of Springdale. Man, you sound really good.
Thank you, sir, and so do you. Working really well tonight. I just now remembered the OARS net, and I just wanted to come in and check in and just say hello to everyone. And that's pretty much all I have right there. K5ANW. 73 all.
73's Daryl, and thank you very much. Move on down to Charles out of Republic, KOLAF.
Yeah, good evening to everyone. Just wanted to check in for the count, and 2 miles away from me today, it rained so hard the ditches were full of water, and not a drop at my house. So that's all I've got. K0LAF will turn back to net.
Thank you, Charles, and 73's to you. Any other on-air check-ins? One more time for on-air check-ins. Anybody out there?
Recheck K0MAD.
Go ahead, Sean.
Yeah, thanks, Greg. I just wanted to make the same announcement I made yesterday on the D-Star repeater, just for everybody that's monitoring this one. In case they didn't know what we were talking about from yesterday on the repeater. We had a radio that was, somebody was transmitting, inadvertently, I'm sure. I'm sure it wasn't on purpose, by no means. But somebody, either a crossband repeat that was squelch open and it was transmitting into our repeater. I had our repeater hung on transmit for 40 minutes. And I had to go disconnect it. So I just ask everybody, please check in your settings on your radios. Please set a timeout timer. I mean, 5 minutes, even 10 minutes. It's better than hanging this repeater open for 40 minutes. Because this repeater does not have a timeout timer built into it. So that's the least we can do. Go in there and set our timeout timers in case we accidentally walk away and dog lays on the microphone and keys the mic down. We're not burning the repeater up. Anyway, thanks for letting me take the time to say that. This is K0MAD.
Roger that. Yeah, thanks again for taking care of that yesterday. But yeah, everybody's radio, even my handheld's got a RX timeout timer. I think mine's set at 5 minutes. So yeah, once that repeater gets hung open like that, we're just fortunate Sean was around and was able to run out there and pull the plug on the repeater. I mean, if him and Bob both happened to be out of town and nobody could access it, I mean, it could literally just melt the transmitter down by the time we could do anything about it or burn the power supply up. So yeah, if everybody would, please check the timeout timers on your radios, handhelds, base stations, mobiles, etc.
KF0HOD traffic.
Yeah, Robert, did you have anything else?
Roger that. I certainly appreciate you taking care of the net tonight, Greg, and it sounds great. I'm glad I can get in permanently now, and hearing your setup there, where you've got antenna on a work stick and through the kitchen window. I had the same thing going on, and I finally got passed through into the house, set up a shack in new house, new shack, and have an actual antenna that is not flexible on an HT. Ian said, I am looking for some suggestions on a new antenna for a cheap radio. It's a Chinese Radiodity G5 something or other, but need to look at an SMA type antenna that I can use from the armchair rather than run all the way to the shack. If somebody has a suggestion, over.
Yeah, me personally, I am running on my HT when don't have the J-pole on it, the roll-up J-pole. I use a signal stick, and I've heard really good things on them. I've had really good luck with mine. I really like it. We'll see if anybody else has any suggestions. And you can get those in SMA or BNC. I put a SMA to BNC adapter on mine, so it's easier to unhook and hook up to my J-pole and stuff. But does anyone else have any good recommendations?
Comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, this is KE6GAE. Signal sticks are a good one. And Bob, Diamond RH77CA, if that's a dual band radio. I've had real good luck with that one. Got a Comet also right now, but I can't remember what the model of that one is. But the Diamond I've had really good luck with.
Okay, Dave, copy the RH something or other. Could you repeat the model? Over.
Yes, sir. It's an RH77CA.
Copy that. It is a dual band handheld, and Greg, the one that you're using, the signal stick, is that for a dual band also? Over.
Roger that. Yes, it is.
Okay, well, thank you for letting me jump in and ask that question. I'll probably look for one of those at the Hamfest coming up in Springfield, but I'm just tickled about being able to get in with some hard signal here, and if I can double it, just get that HT performing to the net even better. Otherwise, I'd consider a crossband repeater, and I'd have to dedicate a small radio to that just because of the use and the heat. So back to you, Greg. Did a good job. I appreciate people getting back, and hopefully I'll get my my dipole up in the air soon. I've got it stretched out. I've got to do some soldering tonight and see if I can make that work, steel and copper, and see if I can get those to join up. Back to you, Net Control. This is KF0HOD. Over.
All right. Do we have any more check-ins, any more questions, or anything to do with amateur radio? Please speak up. All right, guys, I guess we'll wrap this up. Appreciate everybody. We had 16 total tonight, counting myself. Appreciate everybody's patience again this week. A little bit of a learning curve here, but anyway, we'll work through it. So thanks again, everybody. Have a great evening. 73s to everybody. This is KF0LZX, returning this frequency back to regular operation.